Hello, my followers. I am Brian, otherwise known as Raw Sportscaster 101. Today I'll be telling you a different story besides MMA or fighting or mixed martial arts. I'm going to tell you about the story about how I was adopted. So I was born in Denver, Aurora, Colorado. I was born at a hospital. I can't remember which hospital, but it was in Denver, Aurora, Colorado. Um, you know, I don't remember how much I weighed, but um, I do remember being removed from my mom at the age of 2 when I was just an infant. There were times where I didn't get fed, and times that I got fed, but I ate quickly because I was so hungry. And that plays a part of my eating today. But I'm not going to talk about too much about my biological mother. I don't even remember her name. My biological dad was from Mexico. Never remember seeing him a lot in the picture. But I will let you know my my um my middle name is Arturo, which would have been my first name if I stayed with my mother. But this is my adoption story, and I'll let you know a little bit more about that. But my last name would have been Revis, and that's all I'm gonna tell you about that. All right, here we go, guys. So basically, I lived in a foster home with other people. I do not remember the name of my foster mom because I never asked about my foster mom as I grew older. I knew she was elderly and she was Catholic, which we'll get into how that played into my life. But um there she she wanted to keep me, but she let somebody new come into my life, and the new parents that came in my life that were checking me out were my mom and my dad. I'm not gonna give their name because I don't have their consent. Um, in the video, I don't want to make their names public, but my mom and my dad, they they um they came to visit me one day. I remember being taken out of my home to go to children's museums to play. I remember the museum like it was yesterday. There was toy cars, there was wooden cars that you could play with. There were fun facts to learn and everything. But yeah, it was a nice time. Then I went back home and I thought, well, back home where I belong. Um So I didn't think of much the first time that they took me out of my house. But then the second time they came to pick me up and we went somewhere. But I don't remember the second time where we went. I think we went to Chuck E. Cheese. I can't remember that far back, but I do remember a them coming back a third time. I remember going out with them the second time. And then the third time, they picked me up again. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that that they might be adopting me. And I was getting butterflies in my stomach. So, but they took me back to their place, which was down the road. I don't remember which road it was. I was about 4 or 5 when they were were looking to adopt me. So we went down this road. We stopped at this house, and I remember walking in the front door, and they showed me to my room, which I basically gave it away, but I'm gonna continue. They showed me my room, and they showed me a room. I had a bed, and it was Lion King's, my favorite. I remember that was my first bed sheet, and I jumped on it for a few minutes, and then eventually time rolled around. I spent time in my room, just thinking to myself, okay, is this happening for real? Am I being adopted? And so, but I remember having dinner, and I spoke up. I said, are you, did you guys adopt me? And they said, yes, we adopted you. You are our son. And I just felt this joy come over me because being in a foster home sucked, but it finally felt like I was somewhere I belonged. I belonged somewhere I could call home, and I could call mine, and I had a mom and I had a dad, and everything was just so great. I remember years gone on. Um, I asked my mom, I was so little, I didn't know where babies came from. I didn't even remember where I came from. So, the funny part, I said, Mom, can we please go get some brothers from 7-Eleven? I thought I thought children came from a 7-Eleven store. That shows you how much of a child I was. But my mom told me that no, that's not where children come from. We're going to adopt them. And we did adopt two brothers. One's name is Simon, and the other one hasn't gotten back to me whether I will use his name in a story. I won't use it in this story because, you know, he hasn't gotten back with me. But he is a brother, and I'll reveal his name later if it's alright with him. But, you know, if you're thinking about adopting a child or you can't conceive, do it. Adopt a child. And for those who think, who are pregnant right now and are thinking about aborting, please do not abort your child. Please. In the name of Christ, do not abort that child because you don't know what that child is meant for in this world. I am glad my mom never aborted me because I would not have been the man I am today without her. She may have not treated me fairly, my biological mom, but she did give me the most important gift, and that was birth. So, if you're expecting a little one, hold on to that little one and watch it grow over time because that little one could be the next great thing in the next generation. Thank you. And that's my generation story. Y'all have a blessed day.